I'm Kelly Clarkson, and welcome to the 2021 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. I am absolutely honored to be here tonight, virtually kicking off this amazing celebration. After a year where so many creative people could barely find the energy or time or mental space to create something new, you created something extraordinary, and you all won one of the most prestigious awards for creative teens in the country. Your authentic voices and vision will make a difference in this world. In fact, they already are. So congratulations on this remarkable accomplishment and welcome to your celebration.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Billy DeMichelle, and on behalf of the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, I'm thrilled to be back hosting tonight's Scholastic Art and Writing Awards National Ceremony, the night when we all come together to celebrate you, the next generation of young American artists and writers, for your extraordinary, and believe me, you're going to hear this word a lot tonight, extraordinary creative vision. Now, this time last year, the world shifted almost overnight, and together we have weathered a traumatic global event. So it's no surprise that your work this year feels different, bolder, braver, despite the fact that most of you couldn't even get into your schools to work in person with your teachers and classmates. I know that many of you dealt with family health crises and the profound emotional impact of the largest movement for racial and social justice in half a century, on top of worrying about school. And all of you had to find the stillness inside of you amidst this chaos to hear your inner creative voice. And you did it gracefully, beautifully, and fearlessly. You've explored this new world during a time of massive upheaval and discovered how art and writing can impact the world in unexpected, even life-altering ways. And you've contributed something of meaning and value in a time when it is so desperately needed. Tonight, you'll hear over and over again just how special a gift you've given the world. As Kelly just said, this is your celebration, so let's get on with celebrating you with a first look at your extraordinary work.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I'm calling every woman, calling every man. We're the generation, we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late. We've been looking for a song to sing. We search for a melody, search for someone to lead. We've been looking for the world to change. If you feel the same, then go on and say, if you're out there, sing along with me. If you're out there, I'm dying to believe that you're out there. Stand up and say it loud. If you're out there, tomorrow's starting now. Broken promises, no more call to war. Unless it's love and peace that we're really fighting for. We can destroy hunger, we can conquer hate. Put down the arms and message wherever you stand. I'm calling every woman, calling every man. We're the generation we can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late.
Hi everyone, I'm Titus Burgess, and I'm so thrilled to be here tonight. Well, there, you know what I mean. Congratulations to each and every one of you on a remarkable accomplishment. I just spent 5 seasons starring alongside the amazing Ellie Kemper in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which was one of the greatest experiences of my entire life so far. Before that, I did a few Broadway musicals, and well, before that, I was a struggling actor trying to pay the rent. Constantly auditioning, constantly wondering, what on earth did I sign up for? Such is the life of an artist. I probably don't even have to tell you this, but the truth is, forging a career in the arts can be a long, hard road. I knew that back when I was in Athens, Georgia, at Cedar Shoals High School. My character on Kimmy Schmidt knows it, and every person who's tried to give it their all is gonna figure it out. That's part of the connective tissue that binds us creative souls together. That and the fact that we believe the struggle is so worth it, no matter what the outcome. The truth is, the world needs you. Your art, your writing, your originality, your spirit. And we need your courage to speak, paint, draw, photograph, recite. What's on your precious minds? The world desperately needs all of this to reconnect, and your voices can help make that happen. You can show us how it all could come together and be brand new again. So I'm here to tell you, to urge you to keep it going. There will be a lot of you, to sort through challenges you think in the moment you couldn't possibly overcome. I know, I remember them well, but I promise you, there will be moments where the absolute wonders of the world smack you right in the face, and all you think of is putting how you feel on paper, on canvas, where the drive to create something, to push boundaries, to bend matter into a new shape by the sheer force of your will takes over. And no one knows that feeling like we do. We live in a unique time. And boy, that's an understatement. But let's face it, this past year sucked. But I believe in the responsibility of the artist to create work that reflects the times that we are in. You all have powerful work this year. Your work is a collective type of magic, a collective type of healing. And to quote Mary Poppins, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. A class of creations that could not have been produced in any other time but now, that won't ever be replicated again. So thank you. Thank you for bringing your true current selves to the table against all odds. You are the artists, the writers, the creators, the innovators, the inventors of your generation. And all of us are watching you and are hopeful, knowing that you are in the driver's seat and you are going to pull us through. Congratulations. Now get to it.
Please welcome the chairman and CEO of Scholastic, Dick Robinson.
Hope, creativity, and the future. This is what tonight is about. Winners of the 2021 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, your families, friends, teachers, and some very special guests are gathered here virtually to recognize you as the top young artists and writers in the United States. And what an exciting lineup of guests we have. You've already heard from Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Kelly Clarkson and Emmy-nominated actor Titus Burgess. And also with us tonight, our First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon, actress and producer Kristen Bell, Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles, and the 2021 Alumni Achievement Award honoree Shabalala Self and the incomparable Oprah Winfrey. All of them are here tonight to honor you. I want to thank the Executive Director of the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, Chris Wisniewski, the Chairman of the Alliance, Hugh Room, and the Scholastic and Alliance staff for their tireless work on this evening's celebration. The story of these awards, like the company Scholastic which started them, began almost 100 years ago. Now Scholastic is known to almost everybody from their school experiences with our magazines and our books and our characters, such as Clifford, Captain Underpants, Dogman, Goosebumps, The Magic School Bus, The Wings of Fire, and of course Harry Potter and The Hunger Games. But in the early 1920s, Scholastic was one magazine and one person, the 25-year-old founder, my father, M.R. Robbie Robinson. He asked teachers, principals, and superintendents of schools, "What can I do to help you and also help my struggling magazine, The Scholastic?" And their answer, "Create an award system that will recognize young writers and artists so they get the same recognition as the athletes." And so, the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards for students in grades 7 to 12 was launched in post-World War I America. And like Scholastic itself, the awards program was nurtured in schools by teachers who were seeking good ways to identify creative talent and help young people understand the value of writing and reading and art. Many famous artists and writers have first been recognized through these awards: Truman Capote, Andy Warhol, Joyce Carol Oates, Stephen King, Lena Dunham, Zach Posen, and the National Youth Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman, just to name a few. All of the people who won Scholastic Awards as teenagers have said that the recognition and the scholarship they received spurred them to go to art school or university and try for the difficult life of the artist or writer. This recognition, which is so important at any age, is particularly valuable in your teens. When an expert judge who doesn't know your face or your name or your school or where you're from says, "Your work is not only good, it is the best of the best." That encouragement can give you the courage to use your newly developed skills to build a world and a life of creativity and imagination. While you winners don't know now precisely where this award will lead you, you certainly will be among those who define the important issues for your generation and shape our world for years to come. My brother and 3 sisters and I and our children are probably the only people here who can literally say we owe our lives to the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards because of the following story. My mother won a Scholastic Poetry Award when she was a teenager in high school. Later, when she graduated from college, just as the Depression hit in the early 1930s, her mother said, "Why don't you try to get a job at Scholastic, those nice folks who gave you the Poetry Award?" She did, and 3 years later married our father, who was the founder and the editor-in-chief of Scholastic. So that long ago Poetry Award certainly led to our being here today. And thanks to that story, the Robinson family, through 3 generations, has every reason to believe that the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards can change the trajectory of your lives, just as it did for ours. As we celebrate these awards tonight, we're reflecting on what defines the heart and soul of this program and why it is so important. First, the heartbeat of this program is in the schools, with those teachers who see great things in their students and teach them how to draw and write and express themselves so they can communicate their own vision. Teachers are the key, the power that drives young people forward, the gatekeepers, the encouragers, the providers of learning and hope. Through the framework of the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, each teacher helps his or her students to do significant work, to enter the awards, and to be recognized. This is all a grassroots effort, the work done by students and teachers in thousands of individual schools, then through local contests sponsored by more than 100 affiliates covering almost every state, and now culminating here in this great national ceremony. Here now to pay tribute to our nation's teachers is an educator herself. Please welcome the First Lady of the United States, Dr. Jill Biden.
Good evening. I'm so grateful to be with you tonight. Congratulations to all of the winners of the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. As a writing teacher, I work to help students find their voice through language. It doesn't come easy for most people. It takes courage and vulnerability to bring a part of your true self to the page. And that's exactly what the talented students being honored tonight have done. You've shown us who you are and what you believe. In your writing, your art, you've given us a glimpse of the world through your eyes, and so many people were moved by your work. I also want to take a moment to highlight the people who helped you get here tonight, your teachers. I can tell you that there is nothing like the feeling a teacher gets when we see our students shine, and I know that they are so proud of you right now. We all are. The Scholastics Art and Writing Awards program has been recognizing creative young people for 98 years. And through each of those years, teachers have played a crucial role. It's often a teacher who hands young students their first paintbrush or introduces them to the book that will change their life. It's often a teacher who notices a hidden talent in someone who hasn't yet realized their gifts. Teachers push us to try harder and believe in ourselves. And this year, all across the world, they rose to meet the needs of students in unexpected and profound ways. You pushed through the chaos, adapted on the fly, and lifted up your students when they needed you most. Thank you for all you do. To the award winners and all of those who participated, I hope you'll continue to create, explore, and hone your craft because the world needs it. Congratulations to the students, their families, and of course, their teachers on this remarkable accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Biden. Our society is hungry for content and ideas and for visions of the future, which is hard to see, except for the young artist. You are being recognized for your talent, but also for your vision. Now you can take those skills to new levels, perhaps finding new tools to combine story and words and images in new content packages, harnessing the power of new forms of art, video, photos, graphics, and words, which now can be instantly published and find thousands of new readers. From here, you can expand the contours of your content and creativity to reach even broader audiences. As we salute you tonight, I am reminded of our goal to reach into the lives of young people and help each of you discover who you are, who you can be, and how you will shape the future. The direction of this program is toward that future. The students who are being recognized this year and the young people in schools throughout the country who are being groomed by their teachers to be here in 2022 or 2025 or 2030. So join me in cheering for you, the winners, and in celebrating the power of your creativity and imagination to expand, to strengthen, and to create the future you are inventing and will inherit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Oprah, and it is my great pleasure to join you all this evening as we celebrate incredible young writers. Throughout my life, one thing that has kept me grounded and centered, is reading. That is why I hold writers in just the highest of the highest of the highest esteem, and I find such deep pleasure in poetry. I read poetry at night, literally, to calm me and to have better sleep. So poetry can have a profound impact on an individual and also a community. Earlier this year, we all saw the entire country captivated by a poem from an incredible young lady who managed to meet the moment in the most powerful way during the presidential inauguration. Of course, I'm talking about Amanda Gorman, the National Poet Youth Laureate and a former two-time winner of the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards herself. She used her words to resonate with our nation and represent a young generation striving to make their voices heard. So Amanda's words stirred inside us a collective reminder that poetry can be a kind of beacon of hope and a force for change. So tonight, it is my true honor to introduce your National Student Poets. In 2012, the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities, the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, and First Lady Michelle Obama partnered to create the National Student Poets Program. The first of its kind, the program recognizes our country's most promising young poets and guides them on a path toward using their voice to create and sustain meaningful change. Each year, 5 outstanding high school poets whose work exhibits exceptional creativity and dedication to craft are selected as national student poets. So, they then spend a year in service traveling the country as national poetry ambassadors, honing their voices, sharing their works, and forging connections across cultures and generations. At its core, the National Student Poet Program is about identifying, honoring, and encouraging the next great voices in American poetry. Tonight, these poets will, for the first time, present an original poem, co-written by each of them. Please welcome Maddie Dietz, Manasi Gerg, Isabella Ramirez, Ethan Wong, and Anthony John Wiles Jr. My deepest, happiest congratulations to all 5 of you.
Hand a poet a world on fire and they'll find inspiration in its embers. Sift through cinder and ash and use the black residue as ink. Even when we feel devoured in flame, we feed into its warmth. Let the heat settle on our tongues and swallow the bitter smoke until there are words sparking from our lungs with each quiver of breath.
On the wings of our ambitions, we will rise through promising skies. As rivers flow with our blood and our tears, the clouds still provide refuge for our every aspiration.
Of course, the question is how to hope correctly. I hope you'll be okay. I hope the waters don't rise any further. I hope you never stop making art so you can keep putting it all down somewhere. I hope if someone gives you a part of themselves distilled into media, you give it all the attention you hold.
And you know these streets are of our sick and mortar bones, and you'll cup our blood back up from the unlit canal, sully the hands you'll kiss dry tomorrow, immolate a breath beneath these crystal pines. Because when the sea rises to meet us, you'll seem fly ash, you'll be this zephyr backlash.
And I want you to remember that our hands were made for holding, our limbs meant to entwine like plants clambering for the sunlight. Hope is not a single note, but a symphony of voices shaking mountains, an orchestra crescendoing infinitely. How can you be alone when you carry whole histories in your genes, when your face in the mirror looks so much like your mother's? Love grows where it is planted, and is native to all lands. I hope you find it and bloom, one flower in a field of many, stretching out as far as the eye can see.
Calloused hands of yesteryear sowed the seeds of change. Today it is us with creativity on our minds who will part the sea of division and give vitality to a world wholly our own. Find power in your voices and promise in your words. For tomorrow is today's dream, waiting for you to fulfill.
The Institute of Museum and Library Services is the funding partner for the National Student Poets Program. Their visionary work supports museums and libraries across the country with a focus on making resources available to all audiences. Tonight, they're recognized for their critical contributions to our communities and culture. We also want to thank the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, the Heartland Foundation, the Poetry Foundation, and the American Academy of Poets for supporting this work. And now, please welcome Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon.
I'm Reese Witherspoon, and I'm so honored to be able to talk to you tonight. You might know me from my acting, or you might know me from my book club that I started in 2017, where I get to spotlight my favorite books each month and talk about what I love about them and bring my favorite stories to readers all over the world. Over the past few years, I've come to realize that being a voracious reader also makes me a pretty voracious consumer of art. I know what I like, and I know what speaks to me. In fact, that's actually one of the reasons that I began producing films and television shows, because I was looking for stories that really resonated with me. And when I found them, I knew that they would resonate with other people as well. Because great art is truly universal. And great stories are how we teach one another. Art and writing are the tools that we use to learn and to grow and to clarify all the things we know and believe about the world around us. At its essence, art is what drives me. And I know that it drives you too. It isn't just important, it's vital. Because art and writing help us figure out who we are and all the big questions in life. They provide us visions, almost a roadmap of what we might become or what's possible in this world. Great works of poetry and fiction and sculpture and painting and film can move us and change us and can really make us feel connected. And if there is one thing that we have learned this past year, it is that being connected is everything. Most of the work being celebrated this evening was created during a year of physical disconnection. So when I look at your award-winning creations, I see all the ways that you have grappled with this ever-shifting, uncertain landscape. I can see the pain and the anxiety, but I also see the resilience and the beauty and the hope. This year, perhaps more than ever, you have created work that speaks not just to this global pandemic, but to the reckoning we faced as a country, to the calls for racial justice, for action on climate change, for political and economic stability, for truth. It's all in there in your work and the poems and the paintings that you submitted. And layering in those massive themes that are just everything. There's other things that young people are going through. There's self-discovery in your work and identity and hopes and dreams. It's clear many of you are using your art to explore your innermost feelings and to project your vision for the future. And for that, I can't say thank you enough. There's such incredible power in you sharing your very particular story with us. No matter what kind of art you're making, I believe in the dignity of your story. And I believe that creativity can heal people. Mostly, it's just wonderful to share your gift with the world. I've learned a lot of lessons over the years as an actor, as a producer, but especially as a mom. And there is one lesson that is so universal. It's incredibly important to tell people how proud you are of them. So let me state for the record, I am so proud of you. I am proud to witness this moment in time as each of you is recognized for your creativity. And I'm so proud of not just your hard work, your dedication, and your talent, but for your bravery in sharing it with me and with the whole world. In any year, it takes courage to share your work, but particularly this year, it's been nothing short of miraculous to be able to produce anything artistic at all. So I will leave you with this. Your resilience as artists, as writers, is extraordinary. And even in this year that tested us in so many ways, you have been able to hone your creative skills and your focus and make something lasting that really spoke to people. So congratulations to each of you, this class of 2021 Scholastic Arts and Writing Awards winners. You did it. And please keep up the great work.
Every year, the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers partners with dedicated individuals, foundations, and corporations to offer unique creative challenges, as well as additional recognition and scholarship opportunities to students through our Special Achievement Awards. The first, the New York Life Award, underwritten by our longtime partner, the New York Life Foundation, elevates the voice of bereaved teens and creates healing conversations around grief. The Civic Expression Award, underwritten by the Maurice R. Robinson Fund, recognizes students whose creative works explore American civic rights and responsibilities. The Herb Block Award for Editorial Cartoon, underwritten by the Herb Block Foundation, celebrates the life and the legacy of multiple Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist Herb Block. underwritten in part by the One Earth Fund and the Salamander Fund of the Triangle Community Foundation, the One Earth Award recognizes students whose creative works examine human-caused climate change. The Ray Bradbury Award for Science Fiction and Fantasy, underwritten by the Ray Bradbury Foundation, recognizes students whose writing uses supernatural, magical, futuristic, scientific, and technological themes as key elements of the narrative. And finally, the Bloomberg Philanthropies underwrites the Best in Grade Award, which recognizes 2 artists and 2 writers from grades 7 through 12 as shining examples amongst their peers. Congratulations to all of this year's Special Achievement Award medalists. Let's take a look at some of your powerful work.
Too much to say, too much to lose. I get frustrated thinking about the world I brought you to. It's a battle of time that I have with you. We don't decide the how, the when, or if we make it through. I feel that you deserve a chance to know the truth and to be better than the ones who came before you, only to let pride and money weaken them. So be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Yeah, be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause we need a soul to save us, need someone to be the greatest. So many words veiling the truth. The earth is turning and it's time for us to choose. And people will try to take you down too. But if I was a betting man, I'd put all my money on you. I know that I have nothing left to give to you to make you better than the man I failed to be, the friend and father that I know I should have been. So be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Yeah, be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause we need a soul to save us, need someone to be the greatest. Nobody knows what to say, nobody shows you the way. Sometimes it's hard to see who you're gonna be. So be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause we need a soul to save us, need someone to be the greatest. Be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause the world is standing waiting for someone to come and change it. Be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause we need a soul to save us, need someone to be the greatest. Love. Be the young, the brave, the powerful, 'cause we need a soul to save us, need someone to be the greatest. Love.
Hi everyone, my name is Chris Wisniewski and I'm the Executive Director of the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, which is the nonprofit organization that presents the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. On behalf of the entire Scholastic Awards family, congratulations to this year's national medalists. This achievement is yours, but I'd like to acknowledge all of the teachers, family members, friends, and school administrators who have helped you along the way. Over their 98-year history, the awards have seen a lot, A world war, a depression and several recessions, and periods of social and political upheaval. But I think it's fair to say that we've never seen a year quite like this one. This program, though, has been resilient, thanks to our incredible community. The leadership of our board of directors, the dedication of our staff, and the tireless effort of our 100+ affiliate partners who run local programs. There are too many of you to name, but you know who you are. Over the past year, you've inspired me with your creativity and your commitment. I would like to extend a special thanks to all of our supporters and partners. Please consider making a tax-deductible gift to the Alliance tonight at artandwriting.org/donate. I extend a special thanks to our lead sponsors, Scholastic Inc., the Maurice R. Robinson Fund, and the New York Life Foundation, as well as all of the supporters of our Gold Medal Portfolio Scholarships, Special Achievement Awards, and the National Student Poets Program, Apple TV+, and all of our institutional and individual donors. Of course, all of your support is really about our incredible creative teams. So I'd like to welcome a few more people who want to say thanks. This year's national medalists join a community that includes incredible alumni like Charles White, Andy Warhol, Joyce Carol Oates, and Kay Walkingstick. Each year, we identify one past winner to be the recipient of the Alumni Achievement Award, and I'm thrilled to introduce this year's honoree. In 2008, she was a high school student receiving a gold key, and this year, her paintings are featured in a solo exhibition at the Baltimore Museum of Art. Please welcome Shabalala Self.
My name is Shabalala Self, and I'm a painter based in New York. And I'm very excited to receive this year's Alumni Achievement Award. I want to say a huge congratulations to all the national and regional winners of this year's Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. You all should be very proud of yourself. This is a huge honor and a great achievement. When I reflect on my own win of the award, I have to say that it gave me the confidence to continue to pursue my art career and move forward without fear. I hope that this award can do the same for each one of you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kristen Bell. I hope you're enjoying tonight's ceremony because it will likely be the first of many to attend highlighting your success. You are the next generation of bests, and I am thrilled to be celebrating you tonight, not so much for what you've accomplished so far, but for what you will accomplish in the future. When I look at the amazing list of alums, the extraordinary working artists, writers, photographers, filmmakers, producers, today's poetry, video game designers, journalists, fashion designers, the world's best humorists, jewelry designers, and animators, it's exhausting, and it's also astounding, and it is so exciting to add your names to that list. Now, regardless of the paths that you choose to take, whether it's an artistic endeavor or not, you've already been trained to make an impact on those around you. Your commitment to pursuing your passions will serve you really well long after tonight's ceremony ends. So please pay attention to this moment and know that this recognition is the permission for confidence in all of your future endeavors. And also a huge shout out goes to the teachers and the parents and the guardians watching tonight in a year where teachers had to reinvent how they teach and parents and families had to completely transform their daily lives. The fact that you all still managed to support your teens through their creative process and give them the guidance and the tools and encouragement to produce this level of work it's absolutely remarkable. Those who enable others to be great are really our true heroes. To the 2021 class of Scholastic Art and Writing Awards winners, you are the champions in so many ways. The world can be pretty bare and has always needed people to decorate it with light and wonder. So thank you for taking on the task, and congratulations.
The Gold Medal Portfolio Award is the nation's highest honor for student artists and writers. 16 high school seniors, 8 writers and 8 artists, each receive a $10,000 cash scholarship. And this week, Kelly Clarkson surprised writer Tyler Kellogg live on her show with the news that he was one of this year's Portfolio Gold Award medalists. Let's take a look at a clip.
All right, well, Tyler, I reached out to Scholastic and I asked them when they'll know if you got the Gold Medal Portfolio Award. And they couldn't, at the time, just wait for me to share the news with you because you got it! You got the scholarship of $10,000! The prestige and all! That's amazing! How do you feel?
Oh my God! I live with a family friend, and they sent me a picture of something Scholastic sent me earlier in the day. So I was like, maybe not. I don't know, but I mean, it's never really a thought. I don't know. I'm crazy. Obviously.
I love you. God. Hey, congratulations, man! And let me just say on a personal note, way to, I didn't have the greatest childhood either with things that happened in my life, and way to really take that and turn it into a positive thing and do something with your life that's not only an outlet for you, but also going to be so beneficial and helpful to other souls out there that maybe don't have a way with writing and don't know how to get it out of their head or their heart. So just congratulations on your future career.
In addition to today's Gold Medal Portfolio Awards, 30 Silver Medal with Distinction Portfolio Award recipients will each receive a $1,000 cash scholarship. All of the portfolio medalists, gold and silver, also qualify for even more scholarships held exclusively for them at select higher education institutions. A special shout out goes to the Kelly Clarkson Show this year and to Blick Art Materials and Utrecht Art Supplies, Command Companies, the J. Pritzker Foundation, Jill and Peter Krause, the Maurice R. Robinson Fund, the New York Times, Quad and the Quadracci family, the Room Fund, and Salesforce for generously underwriting these scholarships. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce the 2021 Gold Medal Portfolio Award recipients. From Edward R. Murrow High School in Brooklyn, New York, the recipient of the Harry and Betty Quadracci Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Brianna Blue. From Design and Architecture High School in Miami, Florida, the recipient of the Harry and Betty Quadracci Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Maximo Guerra. From Hutchison High School in Memphis, Tennessee, the recipient of the Jill and Peter Krause Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Amelia Hausman. From Southridge School in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, the recipient of the Salesforce Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Helena Hockerts. From G.W. Carver Center for the Arts and Technology in Towson, Maryland, the recipient of the Room Fund Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Maya Jackson Solomon. From Carroll High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the recipient of the Maurice R. Robinson Fund Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Olivia Luong. From Perpick Center in Gold Valley, Minnesota, the recipient of the Harry and Betty Quadracci Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Haley Peterson. From Loyola High School in Los Angeles, California, the recipient of Blick Art Material and Utrecht Art Supplies Gold Medal Art Portfolio, Nathan Yang. From Richard Montgomery High School in Rockville, Maryland, the recipient of the Salesforce Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Caroline Din. From David H. Hickman High School in Columbia, Missouri, the recipient of the Harry and Betty Quadracci Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Grace Gomez Palacio. From Appomattox Regional Governor's School in Chesterfield, Virginia, the recipient of the New York Times Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Yasmin Jabber. From Governor School for the Arts and Humanities in Greenville, South Carolina, the recipient of the Cora Bidwell Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Tyler Kellogg. From Cupertino High School in Cupertino, California, the recipient of the Harry and Betty Quadracci Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Kirthi Lakshmanan. From Pingree High School in Baskin Ridge, New Jersey, the recipient of the Command Company's Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Justin Lee. From Harrison School for the Arts in Lakeland, Florida, the recipient of the Maurice R. Robinson Fund Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Sylvia Nicholas Patterson. And from Los Gatos High School in Los Gatos, California, the recipient of the New York Times Gold Medal Writing Portfolio, Esther Sun. Let's take a look at their extraordinary award-winning work.
I love to tell stories and to entertain people through filmmaking. At the same time, I would like to address social issues so that people can remain engaged.
And I'm walking on a wire, trying to go higher. Feels like I'm surrounded by...
Now is the time to start paying attention to young people and listening to what we have to say, because like it or not, you know, the world's going to end up in our hands sooner than later.
Just like
if I could change the world, I'd start by illustrating the problems shown in my artwork, such as racism, sexism, homelessness, in order to demonstrate various points of view.
My work doesn't have a hidden agenda. It's literally just me, my life, my family, and the things that I love.
And people like to laugh at you because they are all the same.
I just like to have fun, and I just like to write weird stories or write stories the weirdest way that I can.
And no matter the weather, we can do it better.
I use my artistic voice to depict scenes that are warm, joyful, and nostalgic, because I think that joy is something that this world could use a little more of.
I come from a place of racism, internalized and external, and I feel like those experiences need to be validated more than anything else. And I feel like coming from a background of that, I feel like it's my subtle duty to be able to direct this to other people.
Reading about culture is one of the best ways we have to foster understanding and empathy for one another.
We need artists that aren't afraid to break barriers and go ahead and speak about the hard to talk about issues.
As an Indian American writer, I do think my voice is important, because as an individual, no one else is saying what I can.
I really want the stuff that I make, like the work that I make, to impact people.
I'm sure all of us have relied on some sort of book or film or music during the pandemic to keep us going, and being that person to make the thing that keeps someone going is a huge, huge honor to have. People consume things visually, and that's why I create art, because it's a very good way for me to communicate with other people. It feels honestly just so incredible to have been honored with the Gold Medal Portfolio Award. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And now, please welcome Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, Sara Bareilles.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
What a celebratory moment. Here we are, 2021. We have the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards winners and all of the participants. I am so happy to be here to speak to you. Forgive my notes, but this is how I remember things. Brave. I want to see you be brave. That's what I think of when I think of what it takes to be a teenager today. You are the brave ones. The world moves so much faster than I remember it moving when I was a teenager. And you are coping with so many more things than I could ever imagine. And you're doing it, for the most part, beautifully. Your world has changed you, and the stakes are higher too. You spent the last year in a pandemic with the world basically on fire. All your routines and your comfort zones have been disrupted completely, and you've had to make the best of a terrible situation. And yet, despite all of that, you were brave enough to create something and to share it with the world. And I am in awe of you for that. When the pandemic started, I basically went into my little cave, and I didn't have anything to say or do or sing about any of all of this happening. So to even be able to turn it into something expressed and creative is such a beautiful gift. Now, when I was a teenager, I was a theater kid, a choir kid. Creative expression was the thing that kept me going. And I'm guessing that your artistic expression is the same thing to you. It's like as innate as breathing. You don't even have to think about it. And it's just as important. And more so, sometimes. I get it. So when I think about all of you amazing medalists, I feel in some way like I know you. I know your creativity and your work is a window to your souls. It represents you and your hopes and fears, the challenges you face, and the stunning ways each one of you views the world, your uniqueness, your voice. So thank you for letting others into your hearts and minds to see the world the way that you do. It takes guts to do that. Brave, there's that word again. Every stroke of a paintbrush, every strike of a keyboard is a risk, a confession, a pronouncement, and a question. You've chosen through your art to show the world an honest piece of yourself. That's the kind of authenticity that makes the world sit up and take notice. Maybe tonight is a crossroads for you. Maybe you're thinking that your award is just a fluke, an accident. Maybe even you haven't fully grasped the weight of this moment. Deep inside, most people have those same insecurities, and I have absolutely felt them myself and still feel them almost on a daily basis. Once, after I started to see some big successes around my music, I experienced something that every artist dreads. I couldn't write songs anymore. I froze, writer's block, as they say. And I got a wonderful piece of advice from a friend. I was struggling to write the first single for my second record, and he said, you have to stay. You have to stay put. You have to stay put with the hard idea, with the idea that isn't coming. You have to trust and have faith that something is on its way and you just don't see it yet. But you have to stay, and you have to finish something. And he was right. And it unlocked the next chapter for me, and I started writing songs again. And now I'm at a place in my life and in my career where I still use those words almost within every project, because inevitably you will encounter something that will feel challenging and impossible. And oh my God, no, I couldn't possibly do this. But you have to stay. And in the staying, you learn who you really are. It's your commitment to staying that will get you through. And that commitment comes from training and from experience, and especially from community. It's why programs like this are so crucial for people like yourself, because when you can interact with other artists and writers and creators, then you can get feedback and respect from creative professionals. And you can find a community of like-minded creative souls, and you begin to believe in yourself a little bit more. And you learn why you want to stay. And that belief, it grows and grows and still until it starts to overshadow the doubts and the fears. So you're just getting started. And know that it fills me with incredible excitement and optimism, seeing how many of you are understanding the power of art and writing and wanting to transform the world. It inspires me to my core. I'll repeat what I said earlier. I am in awe. So when I look around today, it is clear what the world needs now. It has it. It's already here. It's you and your hopes and your dreams and your fears and your willingness to stay with all of them. Inspiration, empathy, vision. Your bravery may have brought you here tonight, but it's your vision and your insights and your commitment to them that will deliver you to tomorrow. Tonight is your launch pad to a bigger and better world, and all you have to do is create it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. And thank you, Dr. Biden, Oprah, Titus, Reese, Kristen, and Kelly, and the Kelly Clarkson Show for your dazzling contribution to this evening. Shabalala, congratulations. Your work is stunning, and you make us proud every day. A huge thank you to the incredible creative community who helped make this program possible. Our title sponsor, Scholastic, and all the teachers and parents, sponsors and donors, the affiliates, and the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers staff. And to everyone watching and listening and dreaming of what the world truly does need now, please, please continue to support this crucial work. We need you. Programs like the Scholastic Awards change lives, but it takes a generous village to do that. So go to artandwriting.org/donate. And to all of our 2021 medalists, you are, wait for it, extraordinary. Until next year, be safe, be well, and I'll leave you with one last look at the stunning work that brought us together tonight. Good night.
Oh, I can see it. Stars are lining up, so get ready, yeah. Ready to light up. I know this isn't how you planned it. I know you don't always understand it. I know it's been a hard year. Yeah, it's been a hard year for me too. Feeling like you can't go on. Feeling like the night is so long. You know that I'm right here, and I hear what you're going through. Will we ever make it to the other side? Or will we ever get out of here alive? Oh, I can see it. Stars are lining up. Oh, I can feel it. A changing in our luck, baby, with diamonds in the rough. So get ready, yeah. Ready to light up. Ready to light up. Sometimes a day is all it takes to let the dirt wash away now. It's time we let it last. No more digging through the past, 'cause we're gonna make it to the other side. Yeah, we're gonna get out of here alive. Oh, I can see it. Stars are lining up. Oh, I can feel it. A changing in our luck, baby, with diamonds in the rough. So get ready.
the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Oh, not just for some, but for everyone. Everyone, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, love. World needs now love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. World needs, what the world needs, what the world needs is love, sweet love. Just the love, sweet love. Simply love, sweet love, 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 love.